Welcome to Pubcast Live. I'm Ken Thomas, along with my good buddy Thor.
That's me.
Pubcast Live is the podcast where we celebrate America's love affair with bars, pubs, and breweries. This is episode 14. All right, here we go.
Lucky 14.
Yeah, and another chance to visit with a great local bar that's right here in the beautiful city of Crosby.
Yeah, we're heading east.
And you and I have had the experience of seeing that town transform.
Yeah,
is that a good way to say that?
It's a good way to say it because it really has changed.
Yeah, a town that maybe was struggling a little bit, but boy, once they opened the Cuyuna Recreation Area.
Yeah, we're excited to talk to our guest and hear all about this.
Yeah, and today we'll visit, well, I always used to call it the Spalding House, but now they're calling it the Spalding.
Yeah, that's
I like
right.
that too. All right, well, let's find out about the Spalding. It's episode 14 of Pubcast Live. We'll get to our interview in just a moment. Pubcast Live is brought to you by Giovanni's Frozen Pizza. They have great frozen pizza with over 20 varieties to choose from. Try the sausage, pepperoni, and extra cheese. It comes with over a half pound of cheese. If you're a cheese lover, you're going to love this one. Actually, you're going to like them all. They're available in bars all over the upper Midwest. Ask for it by name, Giovanni's Frozen Pizza. Thor, it's time to talk with our guest today, and with us in the luxurious Pubcast Live studio is Nadine Albrecht. She is the owner, along with her husband Chris, of The Spalding, and affectionately known as The Ding. First of all, Nadine, welcome to Pubcast Live.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's good to be here.
It's even been it's been Spalding House, but lately we're calling it The Spalding, and she just informed us the Ding is kind of a new thing. Everyone refers it to that.
A lot of the clientele calls it the Ding.
Just the Ding.
Just
That's
going
cool
to the
too.
Ding.
Yeah, got some hats coming in with just the Ding on them.
I like that. I like that a lot. Hey, Nadine, let's set this up for us. Tell us where the Spalding is for our listeners to Pubcast Live.
Sure. We are just off of Main Street in Crosby on Cross Avenue, and right across the street from Cuyuna Lakes Brewing and the Mall Plaza. Right there in that corner.
Yeah, right on. You can't miss it. It's right on the corner. It's a big building, too. There's some history there. We were talking a little bit before the show about you thought it was built in 1910, but somebody told you what? That was...
So, yeah, we've thought for the last 7 years that we've owned it that it was built in 1910. And one of the old owners was in probably about a month ago, and she informed us that no, the first edition was put on in 1910.
Wow.
So we have really no idea maybe when it was originally there, but I'm guessing prior to the 1900s, obviously.
But at least early 1900s.
Yeah. And
cool.
You were saying earlier, this is the oldest building in Crosby?
It's what I have been told is it is the first building in Crosby to have electricity.
Ah.
Right.
That
and you still have electricity, right?
Yes, we
you
still
do.
have electricity.
Still good.
Yes.
So it's probably the longest running business in Crosby with electricity.
That's pretty cool. So, and we were talking history. Share that with our listeners. That's interesting.
Yeah, so we purchased the building in 2014. Mm-hmm. So we're going to be going into our 7th season this year. And one of the reasons that we purchased the building originally was because it used to be a 60-room hotel.
60?
60.
Wow.
Yeah, no kidding.
And when we purchased it, there was not a lot of places to stay in Crosby for the mountain bikers. Mm-hmm. So they're kind of dorm style. You're going to go biking for the day. You want to come back.
Yep.
Have a place to shower, change clothes, go downstairs to the basement. We affectionately call it the basement. There's a game room in the basement. So not really the basement, but the main floor.
You're talking about the main floor where the bar is. That's the game room. That's where you can go have fun.
Yeah.
So, just go biking, shower, change clothes, and then you can go down for beer. Giovanni's Pizza.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
But like you say, that dormitory style, the way you said that doesn't scare me. I mean, because you probably have lots of groups that come as a group, right? And they want to stay together. Are they able to do that? Or
well, our rooms are smaller, so
okay.
they're dorm style in the fact that it's just a room with a bed.
Got it. Okay.
And there's a couple of shared bathrooms.
Sure.
But most of the rooms only sleep one person.
Okay.
So seven of our rooms sleep one person, and then we have 2 rooms that sleep 3.
Yeah. But when you, like I say, so if you're coming up for a biking, you can go find the Spalding there. I'm sure they can find you online at the Spalding House.
Yeah, no. We're on Facebook.
Okay.
And we book the rooms out on Airbnb.
Oh,
it's
perfect.
just the easiest way that we've found to do it. That's
for sure.
That's secure for us. So
Okay.
All right. So you've redone some rooms, so now people can stay there.
Yeah.
The bar was always there?
The bar has always been there from what I understand. So the building was the hotel and the bar and the lamplighter dining room.
Okay.
Yeah, we were talking about the name, the Lamplighter. That's just a great name. That just tells you how old it's been. And the Lamplighter and the bar. So, wow.
And what happened to that dining room now?
So the Lamplighter dining room was closed. Oh, I don't even know how long ago it was closed. And now we just have retail space there. So right now, Red Threads takes up most of that space.
Okay.
Where you can go in town and get shirts and hats and coats and stuff.
Oh.
All right.
You call that Red Threads.
Red Threads is the name of the business.
And it's right next time. It's right in
on,
your facility.
on Main Street in our facility where
All
the
right.
Lamplighter was.
Now, for our listeners that have no idea why we keep referring to the bikers who keep coming to town, the mountain bikers, we better tell them Crosby is now world renowned for their mountain biking trails.
We are. So there's a great group of people that had this vision of turning the old mine dumps that were really not good for anything anymore into world-class mountain biking. And
they're just beautiful because they fill with water, right? So
the
mine pits themselves.
The mine pits themselves
are full of water, and you're biking around these beautiful. Yeah, these trails are incredible.
The vistas, I'm told, are beautiful. I've never been on the trails, but I'll tell you, I have scuba dived in one of the pits because that's another big attraction.
That is another big attraction. So we have the trails for mountain biking, and on the mine pit lakes, you can kayak and paddleboard and scuba dive. And a lot of those things you can rent right in town.
Yeah, and there's just a ton of that recreation there. And like I say, the Spalding is right in the middle of all this too. Like you say, you've got rooms. There are other places to stay, but not a whole lot probably in Crosby.
It's picking up. It's picking up. There's a lot of Airbnbs in town.
Sure. Yep.
And that's all driven by the recreation area.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think back before that was started. I've been up in this area since 1978. Crosby was kind of a sleepy town. I mean, over the years, you've had some big manufacturing with Scorpion and the snowmobiles, but always been a vital town. Serpent Lake right there in the city. I mean, it's a gorgeous area.
My family moved to the area in 1989, and it was a pretty depressed area when we moved into town.
Right.
Yeah. Known for antiquing for a while.
For
and maybe still is.
We still have quite a few antique stores in town.
Yeah.
But we've really grown up, and we've gotten some new life onto our main street.
Oh, man. If you have not been to Crosby for a while, I mean, seriously, if you haven't been there, you got to go over there. It's changed radically, and it's really cool.
Yeah. World-class dining, breweries, your place. I mean, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Let's focus on your place, Nadine. Walk us in the front door. What are we going to see?
Well, we've done a lot of remodeling over the 7 years that we've been there. So if you haven't been in for a few years, you're in for a treat. It looks a lot different than it did back when I was in my early drinking days.
Like 3 years ago.
Yeah, no. The Spalding is known for the hangout when you turn 21.
Sure.
It's the place to go. And not saying that we don't cater to all ages, because it depends on the time of the day.
We'll talk about that, though, because that's important. I mean, so does it trend younger? Does it or like you say, it depends the time of day?
It depends on the time of the day. I mean, Monday through Friday during the day, it's kind of a mix of anybody coming in. We have a lot of people who come in and play pull tabs.
Yeah.
We sell a lot of pull tabs. And
Yeah, but you have pool, you have
Yep.
darts, you got, and so it's really nice in
Yep.
there.
And then in the evenings, it changes up a little bit.
Sure.
We have happy hour every day from 3 to 6. And so you kind of have a mix. And then in the evening, you get a little bit younger crowd that comes in and plays pool and darts.
Yeah.
Especially on Friday nights and Saturday nights, we have a younger crowd that comes in.
Yeah. Just make tracks over to Crosby because it really is cool.
Yeah, I think a lot of bars have that same kind of lineup.
Yep.
Yeah, and when it gets late, the crowd gets younger, but
Yep.
that's cool.
Well, I remember, and my
'Cause
brother.
when we were young, we used to do the same thing.
Well, absolutely. I mean, we didn't even start our day till about 9 p.m. and now I'm in bed at about 9:30.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, but
Unless I'm working, I'm right there with you.
my brother used to work over in Crosby, that area, and that was, after work, they would head over there too, just really quick to visit for a while. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Couple after work drinks.
that's right.
Yeah. Do you have a signature drink at the Spalding?
Oh goodness, you're catching me off guard. No, not really. Beer. We sell a lot of beer.
Let's talk about that, dear.
We have 20 beers on tap.
Wow.
Yep. So that was one of the first things that we did when we took over.
Don't you love that when someone says, "So what do you have for beer on tap?"
Yeah, it changes. It changes. I want to say it's the first 5 or 6 lines. We have Bud Light, Golden Light,
There you go.
Busch Light, Coors, Miller, Blue Moon, and everything else is a crapshoot.
There you go.
It changed. It's usually one and done. So we put one keg on. When it's gone, we switch it to something else. So you never quite know what you're going to have on tap.
Well, that's kind of fun. And do you find different craft beers and things
yeah.
from around the country then to bring in?
Oh yeah. So our beer salesmen bring us in a lot of things, and my husband knows a little bit about beer. So
Yeah, that's what we
sometimes-
heard.
Yeah.
That's what we heard.
We heard in a former life, that's what he sold.
In a former life, he sold a lot of beer. He still sells a lot of beer, but
So when you
in a
go in,
different
and
way.
if you see Chris, you just say, "Hey, what's a good beer for me to try?" And then he'll just start asking you questions, and you'll figure it out.
There you go.
What do you like?
Yeah.
Nice.
One of the hot commodities for all bars they have nowadays is a nice patio. Do you have a patio?
So in the summertime, we have a bit of a patio. So our front sidewalk patio was set up a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we do have our sidewalk patio set up. And the plan is, with everything, if everything works out as planned, our parking lot patio will be back on the 14th, 15th of this month. So
Okay.
we have a bags tournament planned for the 15th, depending on how the weather works out. So
Sure.
the patio's got to be set up for that if the weather's nice.
Yeah, that's a big weekend in Minnesota, of course, the fishing opener.
It is. That's
Yes.
the plan.
Yeah.
Get them. They'll go fishing in the morning, and when they get tired of that, and
They'll
they're
head over to the Spalding.
head over for some beers and some bags.
Beers and bags, whatever you want to do. Nice.
You mentioned also that you serve Giovanni's Pizza, and then you said a game room. So talk about the game room.
Well, I mean, the game room is we have a pool table and dart boards, and there's an air hockey table right now. I don't know how long that's going to live, and
Oh,
then
wow.
lots of pull
lot of-
tabs. It works great on Friday and Saturday nights when the jukebox is turned up. It doesn't work so.
Oh,
great
I see.
in the
It's
middle
kind of
of the day.
loud.
Yeah, it's a little loud during the day. A little loud during the
That
day.
is a loud
But
game,
yeah, that we have, I want to say 7, 8 TVs. So,
Sure. Yeah,
so
just,
there's your game room.
Oh, yeah. I'll bet when the Vikings play or some of our favorite Minnesota sports teams, the place gets packed and all the TVs are going.
It would be nice if we'd get back to that. But yes, we used to get busy during games. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And you guys are also facing a bit of a double whammy, aren't you? I mean, so all bars had to face down COVID. And now you're facing down some construction in the city?
we are. Our entire main street, all the way through Crosby and Ironton, are getting pretty much a complete makeover. So if you come to town, be patient. All the businesses are open. Most
Yeah.
people have backdoor access. So try not to be frustrated and help us out. We're still open.
Yeah, but actually still go there. Don't be
Yeah.
scared.
Oh, yeah,
Just make
absolutely.
the effort to get over there because they need the help too.
Well, we had the main
Especially-
construction here in Brainerd a couple of years ago,
yeah.
and the
And
construction
that hurt us too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, the construction companies try and work with the businesses, so there's always access, and I mean, it's
not-
one of those things we always talk about in Minnesota. We have those 5 seasons, or
Yeah.
actually, what is it? 2?
Yeah, road
Winter and road
construction.
Road
construction.
construction.
Yeah,
and you're in the middle of road construction, right? You just got out of winter, so yeah, it's that's tough. But we're going to be okay. And the thing is, you get on the other side of it. It's great for everyone. But yeah, there's a little bit of little bit of a challenge here.
Some growing pains the last few years. So we'll get through it.
So when does the mountain biking season get underway, or doesn't it ever stop?
So the trails opened probably 3 weeks ago. Don't quote me exactly on the time, but the trails are open. They are also under construction, continually building and adding trail. But the trails are open, and I was out yesterday. They are in great shape.
Yeah, and you were saying before this, we were trying to figure out how many total miles, and none of us really knew. But we know it's a
growing number all the time.
It is a growing number.
It's a ton of miles.
Yep,
yeah.
And I didn't do my research before I came, so I apologize. But a couple of years ago, they changed a lot of the trail system to make everything one way, and that kind of threw off my numbers. So once they did that, I'm kind of lost track of what we have. But it's a lot. I know that you can do all of them in a day if you're a really good, strong mountain biker. But, a couple days, you can get through the entire trail system.
Wow. Have you had a chance to meet some people from around the country simply because they're attracted here to Crosby and the recreation area?
We have. We've met people from all over the U.S., and we've had some people even from overseas come over and ride the trails and stay with us. So it's really been a great addition to the Crosby area.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, it fits perfectly with these times too, because people they're more health conscious. Biking is a great activity, and the fat tire bikes or whatever allows you to. Yeah,
we do have a mud season. So in the spring when the snow is melting, and in the fall when the snow is coming in, there is a season when the ground isn't solid that the trails are closed, but
right.
Road restrictions. Road restrictions.
Trail restrictions. Yeah. And I know there's a real active mountain biking club or organization right there locally too, right?
Yep, we do. We have the Cuyuna Lakes Mountain Bike Crew, and they're very active. They keep the trails maintained. They do a great job.
So, and I'm sure a person can go online and find out about those trails too, probably through that association.
Absolutely. Either through the Cuyuna Lakes Mountain Bike Trail.
Say that 3-4 times fast.
Oh my goodness.
Cuyuna Lakes
Mountain Bike Crew.
Mountain Bike Crew.
Or the Minnesota DNR. You can find information on the DNR's website too. And they'll have updated maps, because I don't even know if I have updated maps anymore. They keep changing everything so fast.
Well, I know that I hadn't gone downtown in Crosby to just hang out for a while. And my wife and I went over there, I think it was about 8 months ago or something, and we literally had a blast. We just parked downtown, and I live right here in Brainerd, and I was so surprised how much that's changed over there. And it's really just get out of your car, walk around. You can enjoy. You got, like he says, there's breweries. You can head into the Spalding for
Of course, you're going to head into
the Spalding for one. But you go. You can walk around and just find all kinds of things.
You can have lunch at the Iron Range Eatery right across the street from us, and then you can come over and have some drinks at the Spalding and pop across the street to the brewery for one, and then come back to the Spalding.
And rent a room.
Might need to, depending on how many drinks you've had.
No.
And I know that the Cuyuna Lakes Mountain Biking Crew, they host several major events throughout the course of the year.
They do. They have a winter event, which is the Whiteout. And they used to...
and
catching me at a disadvantage again.
Yeah, again, I'm not asking you to tell us about it, but because they do that, again, you see a lot of people come to town for these events.
We do. We have a lot of people that come to town for the different events just to come in to ride the trails. Don't always know that they're mountain bikers because they're not always dressed like mountain bikers. But there's definitely been an uptick in business over the last 5 to 10 years because of the trails.
Yeah, well, and then the city of Crosby itself has a lot of its own events that they do. You have music in the park. You have a huge 4th of July.
We do. And my understanding is there's an abbreviated 4th of July this year.
Some wood to knock on.
I would think
depending on road construction, as long as the big hole in front of the Dairy Queen is closed up before the 4th of July, there will be a parade, is what I am told.
You hate to see a marching band go.
Yeah, that's right.
Into the hole.
So there's supposed to be an abbreviated parade from the normal parade start in Ironton to the park, and still events at the park. So we're not giving up on the 4th of July just yet.
And we're talking Serpent Park, right? That's what Serpent Park or Serpent
Memorial,
Lake Park. That's a beautiful park. I mean, once again, you were talking about the music. They have music in the park. Yeah, you can head over to Crosby, and it's just a great place to hang out.
We have powerboat races.
Yeah,
in the summer. Yeah,
in the summer.
Yeah. And winter, you have your big ice fishing contest and Scorpion snowmobile reunion ride. And there's a lot of stuff that goes on.
We do. And the Spalding actually got some new tables made this year. We made some tables, and one of our tables that we made is the history, has a lot of information about Scorpion.
Really?
So we have a Spalding table, and we have a Scorpion table, and we also have a table that tells you about the Man High project. So we have the Man High mural on the side of our building when Project Revive came through and did the murals.
So tell me about that. I'm being naive. I'm being dumb here.
About the mural?
The
Man High project.
Okay.
Oh, now you're going to get me again on dates.
Oh, no, don't worry about it. We're not worried about dates.
Yeah. People can Google. So
Google. They're going to have to Google, so I don't have the information right in front of me. I'm not a history buff.
I know.
You again, at a disadvantage. Have an art degree.
Well, paint us a picture.
So part of the space program,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes.
The balloon.
The Man High balloon. Correct. So that happened over Portsmouth Pit.
Yes.
Is where it happened. And so that the history of the Man High project comes back to Crosby and the Cuyuna Range. And when they went through to do the murals, one of the ideas that they had for a mural was the Man High mural, and that is the one that is on the side of our 3-story building.
So they sent up in a balloon,
So there was one man that went up.
Did he come down?
He did come down.
Okay, good. Do you still give balloon rides like that then over at the Spalding? Or no?
We do not.
Okay. Well, that would be fun.
Just a thought for the summer.
It is one of the tallest buildings in Crosby, but we're not doing any base jumping off of it anytime soon.
Okay, not yet. Stay tuned.
Yeah, that's cool. Once you started talking about it, I remembered vaguely reading about this because it was a balloon that went extremely high.
Probably a mile.
Even more than that, I think. It was really high. So.
Yeah, but Project Revive has done some great things for our community too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's so fun. I mean, to that, like you said, when you moved here in 89, you said it was pretty sleepy and there wasn't a lot happening. And it's just so fun to see that change over the years. And it helps the whole Brainerd Lakes area. I mean, our show, we predominantly focus on the Brainerd Lakes area, and you're right in the middle of what we consider the lakes area all around up here. But it just helps the whole area when something that cool is happening.
Yeah, I think it's true. What happens, if good things are happening anywhere here within that 60-mile radius, it kind of all helps out.
Yeah, rising tide lifts all boats, they say.
Yeah, and it'll be nice when, hopefully, I haven't paid attention to this lately either, is when the Paul Bunyan Trail actually meets up with the Cuyuna Lakes.
Yep, there are plans in place to hook those together.
That'll be nice when those hook together too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, is this just biking over there on those trails? Is there snowmobiling in the winter, or are they
We have snowmobiling, but not on those trails.
Not on those trails.
Not on those trails.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's lots of snowmobiling over in that area.
We have a lot of snowmobiling.
Tons of trails, yeah.
So, Nadine, your background, you said, was art. Here you are, running a bar, and it sounds like you really enjoy it.
Most of the time, yes.
What do you like the most about it? What's fun for you?
Oh, for me, honestly, I love working on a busy Friday or Saturday night, and just seeing all the different people coming in, and seeing life back in the area.
Yeah, and the hospitality industry is like that. That's the rush when it's happening, firing on all cylinders, and you're busy. Yeah, it's tons of work, but it's good work,
It is. It's busy is good.
Yeah, and I know what you mean. It's in the hospitality industry. It's something, if you've never been in it, you don't quite get that rush. But if you're just busier than heck, that's when it's fun.
Makes the day go faster too.
Yeah. Oh, it sure does. Yeah. And you meet some great people along the way. And
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you have a pretty strong local clientele too?
We do. We really do. For years, we tried to be one of the first bars to really cater to the mountain bikers. We actually have a mountain bike built into our 20-line tap system.
Oh, cool.
But we're a local bar.
Yeah.
Like we really see a lot of people from the mountain bike trails and get a lot of people from the cities over the weekend. But
Yeah.
Our clientele is really the local community, and we love and appreciate our local community.
And what some of our listeners might not know is our main show sponsor is Giovanni's Frozen Pizza here, right? Did you know that the Spalding House was Giovanni's first customer?
Very first?
Yeah.
Wow.
How cool is that?
That's really cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I think we covered a lot of territory here.
Yeah,
Anything that we've missed that we should know about the Spalding House, just as we're saying things like, oh yeah, this, and you come up with, oh yeah, we've got a mountain bike built into the taps.
Yeah.
Is there any other unique decor that we...
Yeah, so our sinks in our bathrooms are kegs, half parts of kegs, and the faucets are actually a tap tower. So
I actually saw a picture of that, and I was looking at it, I was saying, is that the sink in the bathroom?
Yeah,
that was so cool.
Custom made by my husband Chris, who is very talented when it comes to
so you got your hot and cold running taps right over a keg sink.
Yeah.
That was cool. That is cool. Yeah, that's fun to see. So I know the Spalding has a big outdoor event too, right? Every year you do?
We do. We have an annual 3rd of July street dance.
What date is that on? I'm so sorry.
It's really hard to remember.
You
should see her face.
Sit close to you.
Yeah. There's quite a bit of distance, and if you could see her face, you would know that
she was going to punch you.
Yeah, that was close.
Yeah. Okay, so 3rd of July.
3rd of July street dance. It's like the class reunion for everybody every year. I want to say that it's been going on for 36 years. Don't quote me on that number either.
Wow.
But yeah, every year we have a street dance on the 3rd. It is always on the 3rd. The band starts at 9 p.m. We are approved to have that again this year, so we will be having the street dance this year.
Nice.
I don't know exactly what our capacity limit is right now, but we are approved for whatever that capacity limit is on that day.
Yeah, but it's a big party, and so if you're up here on the 4th or anywhere around, just head over to Crosby, and you're in good hands.
Yeah, street dance at the Spalding.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, we have meat raffles on Saturday night at 6:30 and Sunday night at 5:00. And we have bar bingo at 6:00 on Sundays.
6:00 on Sundays. Bar bingo.
We do. We still have Power Hour. I don't know if you remember Power Hour at the Spalding.
Wasn't that a religious program back in the day?
The price has gone up. In my drinking days, which feels like a long time ago now, I want to say that beers were $1.
Yeah,
they're not $1 anymore. They're $2.
Right.
We've doubled it, but still in that amount of time. So yeah, from 8 to 9 on Fridays and Saturdays, any rail drinks or bottled beer are $2 for an hour.
Wow.
See, the more we talk to Nadine, the more we're finding out about this Spalding.
That's right. We're sitting here thinking, well, okay, anything else?
You don't spend enough time over in Crosby is what's going on.
Well, we're going to have to come over and definitely spend some time at the Spalding, and we invite all our listeners to do the same.
So if you see me wearing a hat that says the ding on it, you'll know exactly what that means.
Yes.
That's the Spalding.
All right. Nadine, what a pleasure to have you here to talk about the Spalding.
Thank you so much.
We truly appreciate it, and we will come and see you.
Fantastic. We look forward to it.
All right. Nadine Albrecht is the owner, along with her husband, Chris, of the Spalding right there on Main Street in Crosby. Please stop by and enjoy all the fun that they have, and I know you'll have a great time at the Spalding. That's it for this segment of Pubcast Live. Well, Thor, that was a lot of fun visiting with Nadine Albrecht from the Spalding right there on Main Street in Crosby.
And you keep learning more and more every episode here about areas and things that are going on.
Yeah, and I think that's really what's key is you find that the Spalding is right there in Crosby. It's a happening place right now. And when you stop into Crosby for whatever reason, if you're a mountain biker, good for you.
Yeah.
Or if you're kayaking or scuba diving over there.
Snowmobiling in the winter.
Area.
Yep.
Yeah. It is just an awesome spot. And you're going to love the Spalding with all their... It's just a great place to go in.
Yeah, a lot of fun. You can head there, just have a drink, have a pizza, whatever you want to do. It's just a great place to start, and you can park your car and walk all over. Of course, now they're going through some road construction, but same thing. Just go find a place to park, and you can still enjoy a lot of things over there.
Yeah, that is definitely on my list of places to go right now to check out the Spalding.
Yeah, and like I said in the show, I think I said there, I'm I'm a little not embarrassed, but I went over there after some years recently and just parked the car, and my wife and I walked around, and man, it was really different.
Yeah.
It's changed a lot. If you haven't been over the Crosby area, you got to get over there.
Yeah. And make your stop the Spalding. You will have a great time. Say hi to Nadine and Chris and tell them we sent you from Pubcast Live.
Right. That's right. Tell them that. Speaking of that, you can always get a hold of us. Let us know who you'd like us to interview. If you have a suggestion, you can always find us on our website, pubcast.live. That's .live. We're on Facebook, of course, Pubcast Live. You can find us on YouTube. You can email us anytime, info@pubcast.live.
There you go. I like it. All right. And of course, listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. Enjoy the show and share your thoughts. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, please do.
Well, Thor, another fun visit with another great place here in the Lakes area. That'll do it for this episode of Pubcast Live.